Welcome to the Toy Soldier Outpost. Today we're going to dye these old soiled clothes. I've prepared my jar already with a half a bottle of Right dye, dark blue. We're going to do these two Joe jumpsuits, Bionic Woman pants, and some Mego Star Wars Star Trek clothing. So what they're saying is to wet the clothes down. Get your water hot. I'm going to commence putting these clothes in here. Hope I don't got too many here. It's pretty nice and hot. We'll fill our jug up a little. Filled our jug up. Put the lid on. This says to shake it up. So I've added the Right dye, about 3/4 of the bottle. I did a half a cup of vinegar, or a half of one of these vinegar. About 15 milliliters. Then I threw in about a quarter size amount of this dishwasher detergent. Then I just got to shake this for 20 minutes. So stand by. I'm all shook up. Got it all shook up. So they're saying 15 minutes is enough, but the stuff is so old and soiled that I'm going to let it soak overnight. So I'll see you in the morning with the finished product. Stand by. Okay, so we're back. We're going to see how these clothes turned out. Not much happened there. It's a tad bit darker, but not much. Just didn't get that dark. Might have to do a second. I mean, you can't see the stains anymore, but I was hoping it would have come out more dark blue. This, I think, was the yellow one. Well, it did cover up the staining, so I guess that's a plus. So we'll kind of rinse these off. Rinse them out in cold water. Stand by while I get all this stuff rinsed out. So overall, it doesn't look too terrible. I was hoping for more of a consistency of everything looking the same color, but I guess with the different kinds of fabric, this is what you're gonna get. But these clothes were so old and soiled. I would say they look better than they did. So what I'm gonna do is, since I don't have any more clothes to dye, I'm just gonna use the rest of that dye bottle and let them soak again in it overnight. And that'll be it for these. But hey, at least they're not all dirty and soiled looking now. They do look somewhat better, to me anyway. So stand by. Okay, so we got the finished product here. Looks like it come out a lot better. It's a lot darker garments now. This looks more like what I was talking about. So I'll get everything all rinsed out. Then I'll come back with the finished product and tell you what I did wrong and what I finally did right. So stand by. So what's going to go down next is I'm going to use this fixative, because I heard that if you don't use that fixative, the coloring from these clothes will bleed onto your figures, your action figures. So we'll put all the clothes in there, fill her up with a little water. Give it a good shake. And we'll let that set for about an hour. And I'll come back. So in summary, these two articles here did not take any of that dye because of the material it's made out of. I didn't know that you had to buy the synthetic dye for these garments here. So I'll have to, this one looks good enough anyway, I'll just leave that as is. This one here is for Jamie Lee, so I'm going to have to pick up a bottle of the synthetic and redo these in it. The two Star Trek shirts came out, I mean they weren't dyed dark blue like it was supposed to, but it did improve them a lot. At least they're not all soiled up anymore. These pants got a nice color of blue, but these pants are pretty rickety. I don't know if I'll even use these for anything. It was a practice run. Then this outfit here, this is how I wanted them to come out. So what happened was, the first try I did where that didn't get the clothing dark enough, I forgot to shake the bottle up. So when I commenced to doing the second round of dyeing these, when I poured the bottle in, all the dye came out in that lower half of the bottle. So that's why it didn't turn out good in the first dye. So the downfall of it all is this zipper has tore all the pieces and all the commotion. So I'll have to repair this zipper with either a new zipper or some Velcro. This one here held up pretty good. All I got to do now is just give them a good ironing, and this suit here will be ready to roll. Or will it? Now this zipper's acting kind of janky, so might end up replacing them both. But in a nutshell, I probably wouldn't dye any more action figure clothes. It's cheaper just to get some new stuff from Cotswold. Let this old shit go. So there was more error than trial, but I gave it a try. Like and subscribe if you please, and until the next video, I am out.